good thing. And this glowing, I mean, I told the Lord one day, it was a little bit Rose Parade-ish, the way this thing came out like a float, and then it had all this, it looked like heavenly beings. It was sort of the right color for heaven. You know, these things are, these things are very deceptive. But I was saying, who is that, Lord? What is that? What is that? It was like this massive float. And it was, in the center of it was some sort of king, and he had all these attendants. And the king looked like, he looks like a king, actually, until the Lord started dealing with him. And he was made up of all these different things. That's why I say he was a hybrid holy dog, because he looked like a dog. Do you remember the movie, The Never-Ending Story? The dog that flew, he sort of, the wind was always in his face in the movie. Maybe not. Maybe you're not even long enough to remember that movie. Okay, but anyway, there was this movie called The Never-Ending Story with this flying dog. This guy's face, or it wasn't a guy, it actually looked like a dog in the vision, but he represents a human on the earth. But, and then, anyway, let me just move on, because the Lord dealt with that, even though I was like, I don't know, it looks, wow, it looked so good. And apparently, I couldn't understand why the Lord was coming for him. And I didn't realize it was all a deception, and he was on the spot. When the Lord started fighting this thing, this thing was made up of all different sorts of, different kinds of entities. Underneath the smooth, you know, dog in the wind representation, he was made up of all different sorts of hybrid, half and half devil, half animal, half devil, half person, half. Lots of hybrids on the earth. Anyway, this is a very high and powerful religious leader that at the time of all this will be removed from his position, or in some way removed from his position, because the spirits that ran this kingdom, and it was a kingdom float, are destroyed. So it will lose power, lose breath, roll over and die. This entire kingdom somehow will either be exposed, completely destroyed, something like that. This is a great, big, powerful kingdom on the earth, represented by this float. These were all the spirits that act like they're, and try to appear like they're godly and God ordained, and they're absolutely, the Lord scratched the surface, and all these multiple different types of entities were possessing their kingdom. So that's coming.